I read 100 books this year. Well, actually, 102. Now, that's a lot of books, but I just want to mention a few things that might put things in perspective about me and anyone else that read a bunch of books this year. I don't want anyone feeling like they're not reading enough or whatever. So I personally prioritize reading. You may have other things going on or other things that you prioritize over reading, and that's okay. I have like this huge need to read because it helps me escape from the monotony of everyday life. I have two jobs, but I also don't have any kids, so I have a lot of free time on my hands that I specifically dedicate to reading. And that's okay, that's what I like, it's a hobby. Also, I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I do other tasks, like cleaning, doing boring spreadsheet work for my job, or driving. I get audiobooks for free through Libby with my library card, so I get a bunch of them. I specifically like listening to memoirs and nonfiction on audio, and I can be very choosy about what I listen to, but it does help me escape during the day. When I'm too busy to read it, I get that chance to read through an audiobook. Also, I stay up late reading when I should probably be sleeping. I even did very little writing this year because I was so busy reading. So I did make sacrifices because I chose to read instead of doing other things. And that's fine because that's what I wanted to do. In all, it's worthwhile to get some context about how people read because it doesn't matter how much you read, but how much you enjoy reading. For me, there are just so many books in the world that are on my list, and I get sad when I think about all the ones that I won't get to read before I literally die. And that might sound morbid to you, but maybe that's why I need to read so much. I just want to read them all. I want to hear all the stories. Next year, I might read 50 books. I might read 20. It really depends on how I'm feeling. Maybe next year I'll get really into video games or movies, or maybe I'll start writing again. So if you're feeling like you're seeing everybody's book list this year and you're like, I didn't read enough, woe is me, I didn't meet my reading goal, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. You probably did other amazing things that I'd love to hear about that wasn't reading. Don't put too much stock into reading goals.